We have everything. I'm gonna just start off with some pasteling, kind of like the dirt and grum of the horse, since in the reference he wasn't like fully white. So what I'm gonna do is I'm taking, sorry there's a shadow, this color right here, and it's mixed with, let's see. It's mixed with this cream color, a little bit mixed with like a tiny bit of this, a teeny bitty bit of that, a little bit of this, and some white pastel. Mostly white though. And I got this sort of color. And now I'm just going to apply that to all over the horse, just in an even smooth coat. And I'm going to use my bigger brush for that. So I just do it kind of rough and in circles everywhere. And don't forget, you know, in crevices and on the face and ears and so forth. Ears aren't as important, but just really make sure you get up here and a little bit more on the rump. So you can add a little bit more brown into this if you want it to make it look really dirty. So I'm going to do that now. I don't know if you'll be able to see too much of a difference. It's not that much of a difference. But I did one side. This is the side, and then this is the white. So hopefully you can see that there is a difference. It's supposed to be almost white. I'm going to do the other side, and I'm going to spray him. Now being sure not to do it too close, like with this guy. I will add a little bit more brown pastel in certain areas just to help it look a little bit more grainy. And of course do the other side, and I'll spray him. And that you can also use your big fluffy brush and just kind of, right before you put the matte finish on, you can kind of dust away some of the little grummy parts and make it more even. Or you can, for this stage, you can actually keep it kind of grainy since we are going for the more dirty look. But I am actually going to make him more of a clean dirty, if that makes any sense. So I'm just gonna, let me see if I can do this. Basically, I'm gonna just make sure you do it in circles and just go all over every crevice and everything around the horse. And it's okay if you miss some places again. So start on a little bit of the spots. So I took, this pastel, and I got this kind of dark brown gray thing, and what I did was I mixed this medium gray, black, this brown, and this brown together. And I got this, and you don't need much. If you are working on a traditional, obviously you'll need more, but I'm just working on this little guy. So I'm taking my smaller brush here, and what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take my brush, see if you can see this, tap this just like this into the pastel. Your brush will have a whole bunch of pastel, so what I do is I just kind of tap the brush off. You can also do this on the bowl itself, but this is just styrofoam, so it's not really doing it very well, but you should have quite a bit of pastel on your brush to have this work. So hopefully you'll be able to see everything I am going to do. So I'm just gonna hold the horse by the legs. I'm not gonna do the legs. I'm gonna follow my reference. This is where your reference will come in handy. And I'm just going to do kind of like the mapping right now. And I'm just going to kind of map in my spots, I guess. And I'm just going to start on the neck. And I'm just going like straight down with this. And then as you'll see, there's going to be a whole lot of pastel. I'll just blow that off. And as you can see, there's like a little spot there. So I'm just gonna keep going, and you can do different spots, and I'm just gonna keep doing this. And these don't have to be perfect. We're actually going to be doing a lot of blending after this. So you don't have to get all exact with like how round they are and everything. It'll all pretty much blend together. We're going to do 2 layers of this. So don't be too exact. And for me, I always start on the off side usually, because for me, the off side is almost like a learning experience. And since this is the off side, if I make it too pattern looking or anything, it won't matter as much. But always make sure that you're following your reference. Like all of this up here I'm not liking because it looks too patterned right now. So I might add another little spot. I might blend some. I might take some off. But it's really just how you like your model to be and what reference you're using and stuff like that. So yeah, I'll just keep going. I'll show you. So what I have done is I applied the pastel dust on both sides. And what I did was I took my big fluffy brush and I basically just did the exact same thing but really small circles around the horse. And it really blended it out. I don't know if you can see, but we are going to do 2 layers of this, except the second time we are not going to blend out the color. But first we gotta spray it. Sorry, this is not focusing at all. But so it should look pretty sloppy right now. I'm gonna use him as an example. He was also really sloppy, and this is the second layer, so you can kind of see how everything will pretty much work out because this is more of the spots. So spray your horse and basically do the exact same again all over the spots, and then but just don't use your big fluffy brush again. So this is this layer and the next layer. This is what he looks like so far. I had just put a sealer on him and it's fully dried, but you can see how it is darker and it doesn't look as sloppy, hopefully, but this is just the mapping. So this is just like the very first part of it. So yeah, the next part we are gonna start painting. So